Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Marcus Speaks.
What's up, fuckers? Welcome to another episode of Marcus Speaks Live, the only podcast that talks about damn near everything around the sun. So, if you are viewing this right now, I thank you. And my new mic sounds very nice. So, enough of the craziness. We're gonna get through a few promotions. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a little bit. Then we gonna get into the pre-show. Then we gonna get into the show. Which tonight I am talking about this viral pink sauce that's happening right now. Like it's like some viral thing going on. Also, rapper Mystikal got arrested for some shit that he was talking about in his lyrics. Also, the NYC Brooklyn-based pastor, if not bishop, who got robbed during a live stream sermon. Those are the three topics I am talking to you guys tonight about. Without further ado, let's get into a few promotions and, let's get into the show. So, the lower third right there, please do what it says. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you are new here, and hit that bell icon so also you can get all of my notifications once I go live. Also, right down there in the bottom part, right underneath of the bottom third, it says, please do not be shy. Comment. I have the live chat right here. One thing that I did not do, but I will do, is I'm going to put up a link so you can come and talk to me or whatever. And I will talk about that in just a second. So, people, if you could, let me turn some things around here. I'll be right with you. All right, so, if you could, please follow me on both of my YouTube channels. Marcus Speaks is where this podcast lives. Also, I do Marcus Speaks Play, which is a gaming stream I do. Right now I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West. You can check out all, 7.5 hours that I did last night? Probably more, I can't remember. I was so tired. As soon as I got off stream, I ate something, then I fell right to sleep. Also, you can view that stream as well on twitch.tv/Marcus Speaks Productions. All right? It's the only place where I feel as though that, I feel that two of the best shows on the internet is going on right now. This is just me personally saying that. All right. Also, people, if you would like to come and talk to me, like I said, I will put the link in the chat, which I might as well do that right now. So hold on. If you would like to come, if you would like to talk to the host, hit the link. So, so I like for if you guys, if you're not shy, to come up here and come talk to your boy. All right? Because basically, I would love for you guys to come and talk to me, to talk about these topics. Now, okay, the link is in the chat now, so if you guys would like to come up here, if you want to hit that link, I have 3 rules. All right, 3 rules. The first rule is you must be on camera. All right, it's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If you want to come talk to me, you have to be on camera. All right. Now, if you say, well, Marcus, all I want to do is just come up and talk to you, but I don't want to have my camera on. Is that fine? Yeah, because rule number 2 says you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to, but you do have to be on camera back here in the backstage. All right. That's the only thing that I ask, is that you have your camera on. It's just for verification purposes, as well as I want to see you actually who I'm talking to. Like, that's only the things. All right. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. But you do have to be on camera back here. There's a private chat back here that you can hit. Just say my name is so and so because your name will be on the above your video. So just say my name is so and so. I don't want to be on camera. I'll check the private chat, and from there, I'll be like, okay, cool. You don't want to be on camera. That's fine. All right. So with that, there's a third rule, and you might be asking, Marcus, what's the third rule? Third rule is silence all background noise. All right, I don't want to hear your TV. I don't want to hear your babies crying. I don't want to hear your girlfriend or your boyfriend, husband, or wife farting and burping and yelling at you in the background. Go to a secluded spot in your house and come and talk to me. All right, a nice quiet secluded spot and come and talk to me. All right, it makes better for not only me but the viewers themselves to hear you. All right. um and when you come on, please do not start talking. Wait for me to acknowledge you, and then we can go from there. All right. So one last thing is just this. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you are new here, and hit that bell icon so also you can get all of my notifications once I go live, all right? So, people, promotions are out the way. But I have to go over one thing with you guys before we start. And that is, whenever I do my show, I show videos, okay? Some people may say, well, Marcus, you might fall into a copyright situation. Not if I tell you about this. Fair use. Not only the law, it's also a YouTube policy, all right? But it's ways, that, you can do stuff like that and blah, 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 blah. So, since it is a YouTube policy, but also the law, this is what happens. I'm going to tell you, not personally, but my past self, from when I recorded this, is going to tell you exactly what fair use is. Because when I make my points, I show videos, and goes along with some of the articles that I have with you, that I talk to you guys about that I have tonight. So it goes along with the videos, go along with what I'm talking about. So here's what fair use is. Hello, everyone. I'm going to tell you about fair use. It's the law. Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyright motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. All right, that was beautiful. So, since we know what fair use is now, we can go forward. So, check this out. I was on the internet one night, right? Because I would say, because usually when I start researching topics for my show, it's when I start researching, it's between Sunday up until maybe an hour, if not a half hour before the show starts. All right. Well, not really. Like an hour until the show starts. Hour and a half until the show starts. I'm still researching stuff before I even come online here. Uh, so, so a prelude. Next week's show, I'm going to be researching some stuff that deals with something that's going on with TikTok, I believe. I'm not going to reveal what it is now because I want you guys to wonder. I want you guys to ponder what I have for you guys. But anyway, so I was on the internet. I was having a hard Monday night trying to figure out what the hell I was going to talk to you guys about. All right. So Monday night when I came home from work, I couldn't search anything. None of the things that I listened to during the day gave me an idea of something that I could talk about. So I was like, well, shit, what the fuck am I going to talk about this week? So I basically just started searching. All right, this is the pre-show. We haven't even gotten to the real show yet. So I came across this video, right? It's of this Hong Kong well, it's this Asian pop group, not none of the ones that you guys are familiar with, but they were doing a concert in Hong Kong, and this is what happened. Now I can't actually play the music because it's maybe copyrighted, but check that out, yo. Do you see that? Yo, they give it to you on another angle. Now check this out. Yo, that is wild, dog. I know homie did, because that damn screen has to weigh anywhere around, shoot, that screen is probably at least 700, 800 pounds. Now, with that falling, you have to factor in the inertia, what else? You got to factor in the inertia. You have to factor in the centrifugal force of the impact of which it gave to the performer. So think about football, right? Linebackers usually are around maybe 200 to 300 pounds, right? You factor in their weight, their running speed, and what else do you factor in? Their hitting force. And that's what gives you how many pounds of which a football player endures during a game, right? So, on average, I think a football player uh, takes an impact of somewhere of around like two and a half, not two and a half, like 1.5 tons of force to their body. So you might be asking, well, damn, Marcus, for real? Yeah, search this shit, like for real. Like it'll give you. Now it may be scaring some moms right now, like I don't want my son playing football now. Nah, football's cool, but you do have to check on their brain health because with being hit, you do. That's the next video. So yeah, this is what happened, right? Boom. So that's crazy. So I came across that video, and I was like, yo, that's wild, right? So then again, with the next video I'm gonna show you guys is this Karen, right? She was harassing somebody. And this is what happened. And I don't have any disclaimers, but she explains herself of why she was doing what she was doing. So here we go.
Mommy? Say it again. I didn't hear you. What'd you say to me? Oh, tell me. Hi.
Okay, you need to leave, man.
He's being rude. You're being
No,
rude.
I'm not being rude. You need to leave.
I'm buying
No,
something.
you don't want any more customer. You need to leave.
Oh, I'm not a customer?
You're not
So
customer
then I want
in
my
this store.
thousands of dollars I spend here back every day.
No, leave.
Leave. So then give me my thousands of dollars. Give me my thousands.
Now she's acting like a brat right now. Like it's ridiculous how she's acting towards both these guys here. Because obviously she had to be doing something for them to kick her out of Home Depot. I'm not sure exactly where this is, but like I said, the woman basically explains herself of why she did what she did, and it's coming up. So give it a couple minutes.
Dollars.
No, leave.
Give me my thousands of dollars back.
Leave.
Then give me my thousands of dollars back.
Out.
Oh, you're getting fired.
Out.
Fired.
Go.
Fired. Fired. I said, I'm not leaving. Call the cops. I've done nothing wrong. I'm trying to buy something. And he's like, I'm not discounting anything. I'm not selling you anything. Get out of my store. Like pushing me out. Like walking me out. Not touching me, but like pushing me basically out. And then I turn around and you're going to be rude. Go back to your country.
This woman admits on her
Now.
deleted Instagram account
Now, that's where shit gets serious. You're telling an immigrant who's trying to come here, create a life for himself and his family, and you're trying to get him in trouble with some stupid ass video that you're taking. Now, people, I know we take videotapes of police officers and Karens and all that, but we have to factor in one thing. Those police officers and these Karens also have cameras too. So you may be telling the truth on your end, but they also can take video and tell, which is a popular term now, their truth of the matter as well. So since this stupid imbecile thought that, hey, I'm gonna go online and tell my side of the story to clear my name, it doesn't work well. So let's keep going.
Man to go back to his own country, a racist dog whistle.
Go back to your country, because he wasn't from here. That was it. And I mean this sincerely. For all the people in the back, if you ain't gonna respect Americans, go back to your country. Respect is earned, not given. Don't be rude and work in customer service.
Now, all right, I have something to say along with two stories. One of the stories you can view right here on my YouTube channel. It's a video called shoot, what the hell is it called? It's a part of my series that I did. It's called Marcus Speaks Shorts, and what do I have it under? Is it Marcus Speaks Shorts or what is it? Can't remember. All right, let me go to my channel and see exactly where this is under. Because I think I made a playlist for it, or I may not have. I need to if I didn't. So let me go into my playlist real fast. I don't think I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So it is. Oh, it's called. It's called part of my Marcus Speaks Short series called "I Got a Story to Tell." My very first video that I did on "I Got a Story to Tell" is "She Said What." So okay, right. So with this woman going so far to say go back to your country, respect Americans, you're not from here, blah 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 blah, right? You need to show better customer service because you're in customer service. Check this out, people. For people in customer service, and this is where my story comes in. I'm at Best Buy, right? I saw that Best Buy during the holiday season, I believe it was last year, if not 2 years ago, was selling the popular Manscaped shavers or whatever, right? But it was a box set. It came with the lawnmower 3.0. This isn't a product placement at all. I'm just telling my story. Lawnmower 3.0, crop preserver, as well as the soap that comes on with the liquid soap that comes with it. So, I went to the counter with the customer service desk to ask where could I find it because I was walking all around and I couldn't find it. And excuse me, I asked one of the women that was working there, one of these young girls. She probably was all of the age of maybe 20, like I would say 20 to 25. So I go up to her, and maybe she wasn't feeling it that day. So I'll go up. I said, "Hey, could you let me know where I could find the Manscaped man shavers at?" Right. So she proceeded to mock my voice because I guess I have a southern drawl to my voice. I guess blame it on my family members that I grew up around in the town I grew up in. Blame it on that. So I said, where can I find the Manscaped man shaver? So she proceeded to mock by going, where can you find the Manscaped man shavers? I don't know. Do we even sell those? And I'm like, oh, really, bitch? So she sent this guy with me that worked there. And I asked him what his name was. He said his name was Josh. I said, okay, Josh, how you doing today? He was like, I'm doing fine. What's your name? I said, I'm Marcus. You know, just coming here to get this Manscaped razor or whatever. So I said, "Are you having a good day today?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, that's good because your friend over there is about to have a very bad day." He was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "It doesn't matter. Just let your manager know to meet me over at the front checkout desk." So he meets me over there, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on? What's your name?" He said, "I'm Steve." I said, "What's going on, Steve? I'm Marcus." So I said, "I came in here, to find this product here. I couldn't find it, so I went to your customer service desk to ask one of your workers where could I find one of find this product, the Manscaped Man Shaver. She proceeded to mock me. Now I was like, I don't know if that's a policy that you guys have, that you guys do this here. And he shook his head. He was like, Nah, we don't do that here. I said, okay, well, since that isn't part of your policy, I suggest you to talk to your employee and tell her that that's not how you treat customers. All right. He was like, all right, thank you. I said, nah, thank you. Proceeded to pay for my stuff. I walked when I was walking out, I saw him talking to her. She started looking at me, and I just smiled with the most sinister smile I could give her. I was like, and I walked out. Now, I say that to say this. By her feeling the need to mock my voice, right? And in all seriousness, she didn't have to help me when I asked her a question. Like people's favorite line is this: the customer is always right. I worked I worked in not only at McDonald's when I was a teenager, I also worked at a grocery store. And anybody out there who has a child who is working in a grocery store, tell them this from an ex grocery store employee, Food Line to be exact. Word up to Food Line. Tell them this: learn every aisle. So when a customer comes in and asks them where something is, tell them to study and learn every aisle so they know exactly where something is. To the point to where you can be like, yeah, go all the way down the aisle to on your left hand side, all the way at the bottom. You should be able to find them. You should be tell them they should be able to give customers directions just like that when working at a grocery store. But that's besides the fact. But this is what I'm trying to say. Employees in retail, they don't really have to give a fuck about your feelings or care about what the fuck you're talking about. Like, honestly. And I'm talking to this lady right here. When an employee asks you to please leave, that is now legal standing for them to call the police and let them know that you're now trespassing because the employee asked you to leave. Now, nobody believes me. Please press your luck and try and do exactly what she did and see if the cops don't come and escort your ass out of the store. Because to be honest, legally, employee of retail, if not the manager of retail, whatever they say actually goes. I hope people know this already. Also, tidbit: if you're ordering fast food, please do me a favor. Don't get smart with the people in fast food. Now, I only say that to say this: I don't order fast food anymore. I don't go, in the drive-through because of this reason. Kids these days don't know how to fucking speak up. So by that, they're not paying attention. Number one, to what your order is. Number two, they're gonna get the order wrong. And number three, they're not fucking listening. So another story, short story, just happened like probably a month ago. It was a Thursday. I'm at work. I didn't want to eat the food that I had brought because I meal prep every week. So I decided to go to the McDonald's that was close to my job. So what I ordered was basically a chicken sandwich, a large fry, and a medium drink. That's basically what I got. So once I got to the second window and grabbed my bag and checked my bag, it didn't have exactly what I wanted. This is what they gave me. They gave me a McChicken, not the chicken sandwich that they actually have that they're selling right now. Is like the competition thing that of chicken sandwiches that they got going on, such as like the Popeyes, Burger King has one now, McDonald's has one, so on and so forth, right? So they basically had this item that I asked for. They gave me a McChicken, a medium fry, and a medium drink. I didn't ask for that. So basically, did I get irate, go back into the store? Nah. I was on a time clock, so I couldn't go in, throw the bag, like, y'all got this shit wrong. Nah, I'd never do that. Even in a restaurant, I don't do that shit. If my order's wrong, if I didn't get something that I didn't want, and this is the reason why, because y'all may be like, well, Marcus, that's not what you ordered. You should go and get exactly what you want. This is the reason why I don't send food back. Watch that movie, Waiting. I think the movie came out in like 2005 or something like that, 2007. Watch that movie, Waiting, and then you'll share the same sentiments as me. That's the reason why I don't send food back. All right. I'm gonna leave you guys on that cliffhanger. Go on. I believe Waiting Now is probably on try Netflix, if not Hulu. If you can't find it there, always you can probably find it on Tubi TV. Tubi TV got like all the movies that ain't nobody watching right now. So just find it somewhere on one of those three or some other streaming service, and you'll understand why I don't send food back. But back to this whole customer service thing. I don't know what happened beforehand before she took this video, but she was being extremely rude. And with that being said, it's like, yo, like you're doing way too much. So by her thinking that, oh, I'm gonna get you fired because I'm an American, I spend thousands of dollars here and I want my money back and all this other weird shit that she was talking about, lady, just leave. All right, you don't have to fight about it. You don't have to make a spectacle of yourself. Just go. Just go home. All right, go home. Leave everybody alone that works there. But this is what you get right here.
So I turn around, I say, go back to your country and learn some manners before you come here. Whatever I said, spitfire, as always. You know how I do. That was it. Back in New York, the word fag is not really like.
Now she thinks that everything that she's saying is okay. It's not. But you would have certain groups out here that would say, well, what if she was attacked? She wasn't. What if the man really assaulted her? He didn't. Obviously, if you see in the beginning of this video, let me remember where I'm at. I'm at 1:30 right now. So this is what happens that causes the black guy, the immigrant that works there, to say this.
Say it again. I didn't hear you. What did you say to me? Oh, tell me.
No.
Hi.
Okay, you need to leave. Man.
Now, what I believe the story is that I think she said something derogatory because she just said it at the 1:30 mark. She called the white guy a derogatory homosexual name. I won't say it here, but you understand, whatever. It means a bundle of sticks in the dictionary, means a loose cigarette in English. In England, sorry. Now you get what I'm talking about. Now, since she called this Home Depot worker a derogatory name, why should they allow you to stay in the store? Now, this guy, he's trying to calm the situation down, trying to be the mediator, right? The black guy. So he basically is asking this lady, "Hey, could you please leave? You verbally assaulted my coworker here, and we don't want you in the store now." She proceeds to feel as though that she can do this right here. Check this out.
Rude, you're being
No,
rude.
I'm not being rude. You need to leave.
I'm buying
No, you
something.
don't want any more customers. You need to leave.
I'm not a customer?
You're not
So then I
customer.
want my thousands of dollars I spend here back every day.
No, leave.
Leave.
You need
So
to
then give me my thousands of dollars. Give me my thousands of dollars.
No, leave.
Give me my thousands of dollars back. Then give me my thousands of dollars.
So you're being a Karen right now for the simple fact that you're being kicked out of a store of which you said something foul to someone who wasn't bothering you. So, what do you think? You think you should be able to stay in the store? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm pretty sure the man that you verbally assaulted, who is a part of the lifestyle, I'm pretty sure he didn't take a good liking to what you said. So why is it that you feel as though that you can just go around calling people names and still remain somewhere of a place of business? Like this is beyond idiotic right now. Like she really feels as though, hey, I wanna still stay here. If I can't be here, then I want my thousands of dollars back. Bitch, look, the money's already spent. The money that you just spent now, it's already spent as well. So you gotta go. If you wanna return this item, come back on a different day. But right now you can't be in here. So she proceeds to get kicked out. She doesn't like it, and then this happens.
Offensive, but I understand we live in a day and age and everybody's not from New York City and everything is sensitive to everybody who's not from New York City. So the gay guy got really offended when I said for him to go back to his country. Or, get out of here, you go back to your country? Yeah? You ignorant, go back? Yeah, do this? You yelling, screaming at me. So I finally pull out my phone. I'll show you the end of it. Here's the video. Been on the phone in the parking lot still with customer service complaining because that's not how we treat customers.
But no, you called him the F word. So why do you feel as though that you calling customer service is going to get this man's job taken after what you did? Remember, we don't know the full story. We're just seeing exactly what she wants us to see. Kind of happens with some of these police videos, but nonetheless, she really feels as though that this is okay. Right? What the fuck is wrong with people these days? No, let's keep going.
They're gonna lose their job today. This is what happens when we put Amanda Marie Keshner. Okay, bye.
She was kicked out of Home Depot for using an anti-gay slur and being a bigot.
Exactly.
A backup account Keshner uses put up this post. Remember, you are a self-healing organism. What you put into your electromagnetic field is how your mind, body, and spirit will respond.
So she's a spiritual Karen. That's a new one. We have barbecue Karen, we have park Karen, and now we got spiritual Karen. This shit's crazy. And don't forget about don't sell them waters Karen. Don't forget about her either. All right.
Is a manifestation of your reality. Use the mantra above and breath healing energy into every cell of your body and release any toxins, disease, or anything holding you back.
Why does this dude sound like Rob Dyrdek? Like this dude sounds exactly like Rob Dyrdek. Let's keep going.
Namaste. In another post, Keshner wrote, one of my mission statements is to make at least one person smile a day. My energy is authentically unique and contagious. I don't only know this, but I've been told through numerous encounters and experiences. She still has an account on TikTok, but has not posted since the incident.
Now, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see the rest of that foolishness, but yeah, just a note for everyone. When you go into stores, you got to remember, especially these retail stores, a lot of these people, you don't know their backgrounds. So it's best when you walk into a store to be as humble as possible, ask for help, ask for help nicely, all right, be very pleasant. And if they can't help you, just tell them, okay, thank you for your time, and let them go on with their jobs. All right? That's just a note to self. Treat people the way you would like to be treated if you was in their situation. Don't go off at the mouth and call them names and all kind of shit, because that doesn't work for anybody any damn way. So, just saying. All right. So that was that was spiritual Karen, right? Uh, so that was basically the pre-show, people. If you guys liked it, let me know in the chat. Hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe. All the other good jazz, and if you would like, and I would like if you did, go ahead and share this to some of the people that you guys are connected to on your social medias, and let them know, hey, this guy I'm watching. He's has a podcast, and he's very funny, and he breaks things down, whatever, and he gives us articles that he presents with his topic. So, boom, that's the pre-show. All right. So here's the main show, the main event stuff that I got going on. So, people, if you haven't heard about the pink sauce, this viral TikTok pink sauce that has taken everybody by storm and some people to the hospital. But other than other than that, here's what pink sauce is all about. All right.
And move over ketchup and mustard. There's a new condiment craze this summer, and you might mistake it for Pepto-Bismol. It is pink, and social media is filled with people putting it on just about everything. But Stephen Fabian reports there's just one little...
So she's stealing Frank's Red Hots slogan. You can put that shit on anything. Get the fuck out of here. Let's keep going.
No one's quite sure what's in it.
It's the pink sauce everyone's talking about. It looks like Pepto-Bismol, and the colored condiment went viral after this woman posted video of her eating it with fried chicken. People across the USA can't wait to see what it tastes like.
Tastes good.
It's like a sweet seasoned ranch. That's what it tastes like to me.
Who in the hell wants that stomach ache? A sweet seasoned ranch? No ranch I know is sweet. If anybody out there is eating sweet honey ranch, never mind. All right, I can't say that on YouTube. But look, man, come on. A sweet seasoned ranch? That doesn't sound disgusting to y'all? I hope it does, because it does to me.
Since it's made with oil, it's a lot more like buttery and oily than
Watery,
ranch.
you mean?
Look at this!
Look at
So
that.
what's in...
That was... Hold on. Hold the phone. This is a customer who got the sauce through the mail that wasn't packaged right. Now, I'm not going to show y'all the disgustingness, but this woman almost throws the fuck up when she goes and, gets it out and all this. As you can see, she has gloves taking the damn thing out of the package. Need I say more?
So what's in the pink sauce? The ingredients include sunflower seed oil, honey, garlic, milk, spices. But what gives it that...
Let's go over that ingredients list again. Sunflower seed oil. So it's an oil-based sauce, which never works anywhere. So, honey, which is it has a kind of a thick viscosity to it. Garlic, depending on if she used garlic powder or real garlic and blended it and then put it in there, or minced garlic, either or. Milk, which is a bad decision for a sauce, and spices, whatever spices that you think is in there. So the first ingredient, already a no. An oil-based sauce, nah, I'm good. Honey, okay, cool. Honey garlic, I had honey garlic wings before. Okay, sounds all right. Probably was fried in sunflower seed oil, so okay, cool. Milk, nah, I'm good. I like ranch, but I'm not about to eat a ranch, right, that has honey in it. Nah, I'm good on that. And then spices, whatever spices she picked, probably salt and pepper, maybe.
But what gives it that vibrant color? It's dragon fruit.
It's sweet, it's tangy.
Now, what some people don't know, dragon fruits, when you cut them open, have two colors to them. So so dragon fruit. Let me go over that real fast before I get into the next thing. Dragon fruit, when you cut it, is either white inside with black seeds, or like a fluorescent pink with black seeds. So I guess she found the fluorescent pink one. I don't know how she determined which one it was, but she got the fluorescent pink one. When you cut it open, is fluorescent pink, and she made the sauce with it, which I would say isn't a bad idea, but um, sorry, which isn't a bad idea, but I would say this when it comes to that. You have an oil-based sauce with fruit, spices, honey, garlic, and milk, and oil. Nah, I'm gonna have to pass on that. It don't sound good. Let's keep going.
It's a little spicy.
I spoke with the creator, Chef P. What do you
This is what I wanted to say before I said all that other stuff. If you ever ate a dragon fruit, right? Which I use dragon fruit in a smoothie. I had eight that I drank before. So basically, the dragon fruit seeds, if not the meat that's in it, when you eat it, it warms your lips, right? So I don't know if that's from the seeds or from the actual dragon fruit meat or whatever. It warms your lips when you eat it, or your tongue, or your mouth. Like, it just warms it. It's not like a jalapeno pepper or like a ghost pepper. It doesn't set your mouth on fire. It just gives it a warming sensation or whatever.
use pink sauce for? Is it a dipping sauce?
It can be used as a dipping sauce, a salad dressing. It
Get
can
outta
be
here.
used as a topping on pasta,
Man, if you'll get
pizza,
outta here.
rice.
Pink sauce is all
I ain't about to put no damn pink sauce on no damn pasta. Are you out your goddamn mind? Nah, nigga, sun dried tomato Alfredo, vodka sauce, which I like very much, next to like a regular spaghetti or tomato sauce. Vodka sauce is very good. What else is a good pasta? Uh, Hell, when you make Alfredo, throw some what's that called? It's I think it's oregano and parmesan and some sort of oil. I can't remember what the hell it's called. But it's like an additive that you'll put on like either your noodles, or you can put in the sauce itself. Damn, what is that shit called? Uh I forgot what it's called, but I use it every time when I make Alfredo because it sets the taste off like to like 1,000. So let's keep going.
generating
But pasta, nah, I wouldn't put pink sauce on no damn pasta.
a bit of mystery. For one thing, the packaging. This customer says
Now,
it
check that packaging out. It's in a Ziploc bag, a large freezer Ziploc bag, wrapped in packaging paper, and the sauce is in the packaging paper with the sticker on it. Shorty, check this out. Milk has to be refrigerated unless you have preservatives in your sauce to where the milk won't spoil during delivery. Automatic no for me. Automatic no. I wouldn't eat this sauce on anything. So let's keep going.
like this in the mail in a Ziploc bag that leaked.
No, ma'am. We're not trying this. Look at this. It stinks.
Chef P has changed the packaging, but there is also confusion over the nutritional facts. The label shows a bottle of pink sauce has 444 servings. Oops, it's actually 444 grams. That comes to 30 servings.
That's why we paused the production and we're printing new labels.
Does pink sauce need to go in the refrigerator, or can it sit out on your shelf?
Okay.
It's milk based, sir. Well, it's not milk based, it's oil based, but it has milk in it. It has to be refrigerated. So, people, if you guys don't pay attention to labels and the things that it says on them, you should start. And maybe she should put this on her labels too, right? So, if you open something such as mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, tartar sauce, sriracha sauce, what else? Uh, uh, so like a drink, like the drinks that I drink during my show is the sparkling ice company, right? It says it right on the back of the label, right? Let me wipe this off. Have some condensation on it. So it says, where am I at? Where is it at? It says refrigerate after opening, as in life, chill for best results. You should put that on your labels because it has milk in your sauce, which means, ma'am, you need you need to have this. You need to put preservatives in it, basically, or use a milk alternative. I don't know what the hell that is. Probably, I don't know, almond milk. I don't know if that'll throw the taste off. But that even has to be refrigerated because that can go bad. Hell, it says refrigerate after opening and use within 7 days. Most of the almond milk say, because after those 7 days, it's going to go bad. Although, almond milk is made with just, if you get like the basic stuff, is usually just water and almonds, blended almonds that then get extracted from it, and you just get the almond juice, I guess. So yeah, like she should most definitely put on her labels, refrigerate after opening, because you have milk in it. All right, and it will go bad.
So that was another typo. So it says, please refrigerate. Everything has rolled out extremely fast.
Right.
Mistakes happen.
Okay. Shout out to Inside Edition for asking those questions. So to get into this topic a little bit more, have you been on TikTok or Twitter recently? Right. It says you've most likely seen people talking about the pink sauce, the food condiment that the food condiment has gained attention over the last few days as people have become invested and the drama behind it. Chef Veronica Shaw, known as Chef P on TikTok, is the creator of the pink sauce, and her videos promoting her product have gained millions of views, causing her small business to take off. How did the sauce become viral? Discussions about the sauce took off on TikTok when Shaw posted a video of her eating the sauce with a piece of chicken. Since then, people have had questions about what the pink sauce is and how it gets its color. When we spoke to Shaw, this is what article is this? I believe I got this from YouTube. Not YouTube. Yahoo. I believe. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, Shaw. Hold on, that's not what. When we spoke to Shaw, she told us dragon fruit is what gives the sauce the light color. She also said she chose the fruit because it helps her with her anxiety. She posted multiple videos of her eating the sauce with different food, such as chicken tacos and shrimp. I would be very assured, lady, your sauce does not go on tacos. I would not put pink sauce on fucking tacos. Rancho maybe. Ranchero maybe, but not pink sauce. All right, ranch maybe, but not pink sauce. All right, I respect your hustle though. It is, I guess, a good product. I guess, but you want to work on that viscosity a little bit of thicken it up a little bit. All right. I would believe you can do that with maybe cornstarch or cornstarch and water. Maybe they'll thicken it up a little bit. Let's see. She also said, hold on. She posted multiple videos of her eating the sauce with different foods such as chicken, tacos, and shrimp. The private chef even had others try the sauce on camera to get their opinions. When Fox 10 Phoenix, that's where I got the article from, spoke with Shaw, she said she decided on dragon fruit not only because it gives the pink color. The fruit helps with her bad anxiety. So when her friend gave her the idea to make a sauce, she wanted that to be an element. When customers of the product received bottles of the pink sauce and gave their reviews, they noticed issues with the product. Now, it's gotten a little worse. And this is how worse it got.
Pink sauce controversy got a little bit worse recently. So we all remember the chef who made this pink sauce and then shipped it in plastic bags with no refrigeration with milk products in it. They also messed up their own food label saying it was 444 servings when it was supposed to be grams. We all remember them, right? Well, this chef went on live stream and was asked if they were FDA approved, and this was their response.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical product. The pink sauce don't contribute to your health. I never said that.
Oh.
Lady, what do you think food is for? Food can either be a drug or food can either be something that helps you lose weight. Because when you work out, 90% of the time, where you're losing weight is in the kitchen. All right? I'm just letting people know that little tidbit of information. Fuck what you're doing in the gym, right? Because it's actually what you're putting in your body that's actually helping. The gym helps too, but so if we're looking at this on a percentage, 90% of what you eat in the kitchen is incorporated to your weight loss. The working out is too, but that's 10% of it, is what you're actually eating. Now, get that little tidbit of information out the way. FDA. If your product isn't FDA approved, why are you selling a food product? Because, and we'll get to it, never mind.
So the F in FDA stands for food.
Food.
You don't want someone making your food
Wait
products
a minute.
to not know.
Look, the company that I work for, not the department, but the division of the company that I work for has to abide by FDA rules. FDA stands for the Food and Drug Administration, right? Within the drug part, which is the part that I work for, the drug part of it, that includes drugs, vitamins, medical products, medical devices, so on and so forth. Food, you take your pick of what that falls under. All of the above of any food that we consume here in this country. That's anything: beef, pork, chicken, or should I say poultry? Uh, what else? That's sauces. Freaking what else? Anything you can think of that you can consume, such as Skittles, which they said Skittles is it can kill you. That's what they're saying. Uh, M&M, stuff like that, candy, like boom, food, like that falls underneath of the food part. All right, let's keep going.
In her defense, she technically doesn't need the product approved by the FDA, but she needs the place of production approved by the FDA.
No. This is where he got this wrong. The facility, well, you got that part right, but in the state of Florida, where she's from, I believe their FDA facility approval, you don't actually need a facility. And I have no idea how they're doing this, but you don't need an actual FDA facility that you're working out of in the state of Florida. I don't know how, but that's only for certain items, and I will get into that as well later on. So let's keep going.
I'm gonna guess that her house is probably not approved by the FDA for production of the pink sauce. The laws in Florida, which apparently is where she lives, also don't protect this product. Actually, it might not even be legal to sell because it's a condiment, and that isn't protected by this cottage food products law. That law only protects things that are shelf stable, and as we've seen, this product doesn't really seem shelf stable. There is no way this doesn't catch some kind of case. If you are going to start any business, please take the 30 minutes to look into the laws around it. The last thing you want to do is sell some quirky pink sauce and get sued for millions of dollars because someone got food poisoning for a week. All right, like and subscribe, your new ticker.
And he's right. He's right. Now, to continue, the nutrition label stated that the sauce bottle had 444 servings and a serving size of 1 tablespoon. That equates to almost 28 cups of sauce in a bottle. Not only that, but the word vinegar was also misspelled as vinegar. And there was no mention of preservatives, considering an ingredient on the product is milk. People also pointed out some sauces were either darker or lighter than others. And you don't want to hear her explanation of why. You really don't. You really don't. Now, getting into another video, people. This topic's video heavy. So here we go.
Pink sauce has caught the FDA's attention. Yes, folks, the same person who didn't know that the F in FDA stood for food got approached by the FDA, but for reasons you wouldn't actually think of. So the biggest thing that prompted the visit from the FDA was someone faking their own death. Basically, some random dude decided he'd fake his own death, and that seems to be one of the reasons the FDA got involved. Now, that's awful for a lot of reasons. Number one, don't make someone think they killed somebody. I don't care what you think about a person. That's awful. And number two, I can't imagine faking your own death to the government is a good idea. But surprise,
I would say this. I don't know if the guy had like concerns and then did that, but I know he has apologized for it since then. But it's I will say this. will say this. It's not hard by doing this. Just going online. If you're going to sell this product or whatever, you might want to go online and see what food constitutes you to have this approval, right? So since you basically made a sauce that you didn't actually have to cook, and some people, I know some of y'all say, what do you mean, Marcus, by cooking it? So check this out. I could easily start selling the sauce myself, right? I can take the Washington D.C. sauce that's very popular, mumbo sauce, and start selling it. I have a list of ingredients that I can basically make, meld together and make the sauce. It's probably not the real way that's made, but this is the thing. Not even people in Washington, D.C. know how the fuck this shit is made. They just know that it's good. So if you guys have ever been in D.C., the D.C. area, most likely like the hood areas, and either been into a Chinese food store or a chicken spot, and they get in, you ask for mumbo sauce, then y'all know what I'm talking about. For all the people from DC who's watching, y'all put up a thumbs up for the mumbo sauce. Mumbo sauce is very good, right? So there's a list of ingredients that I looked up where it tastes basically the same, because I made my own first, and then I got a store-bought one, which there's a company out there, Capital City, what is it called? Capital City Sauce or whatever. It's called Capital City Sauce. It's in, I think, every Walmart, Acme, and whatever food stores. But I know they're in Walmart. So you can either get the spicy one, which has the black label, or you can get the white one, which is the regular mumbo sauce. So I looked at their list of ingredients. Wasn't the same as the ones that I used, but they taste exactly the same. And off top, I do not know all of the ingredients, but I will list you some of the ones that I use: pineapple juice, hot sauce, I believe ketchup's in it. What else? I believe I put maybe some garlic. Not garlic, I meant pepper. And I believe salt, maybe. But yeah, I could easily start making that sauce. Look up what FDA approvals that I need, what type of facility I need to start making this in, and start cooking it up. Which, when I made the sauce, I had to cook it in order to get all the flavors combined. And then after that, I let it cool for however long it needed to be cooled. I covered it, let it cool, and then when it was done, I poured it into like one of those sauce bottles that you can get from Walmart, those empty sauce bottles. I poured it in there and started eating it with some fries and some chicken, and shit was amazing. But obviously, she didn't know that because she didn't look up the FDA rules that you need to abide by in order to start selling food products. But that's neither here nor there, because she's now selling this shit. Now let's keep going.
The FDA hasn't pulled the plug on anything yet, which is actually shocking because this is the same person who didn't know what the effing FDA was. She said, and I quote, "I'm not in trouble. I'm not going to jail. Nobody can accuse the pink sauce of anything going forward." And I mean, yes and no. If she gets FDA approved, there will be a lot less controversy, but I just have a feeling that something else will pop up because the pink sauce kind of became a huge thing. She also said she's 100% abiding by the FDA, but at the same time, she's taking the pink sauce off the market. So something tells me they either told her to stop production until they check out her place of manufacturing, or something else happened with the pink sauce. There's no way to really know for sure at the moment, but I am enjoying the dumpster fire. All right, like and subscribe if you're new.
All right. Well, since she's getting the FDA involved, then maybe we'll see a better product as the time goes on. So Shaw went live on YouTube. The video now posted on her channel for almost an hour to answer people's questions and set the record straight about her product. In response, in response to the nutritional label, she responded that the person she had to design the label made a mistake. You should have looked over the label first. That's what she should have did first. Because look, I'm just judging off of this bottle, right? So the serving size, right, usually is also on the back, but the content of how much is in it is usually on the front. So this is 17 fluoride ounces, which equates to 502.8 milliliters. All right. So the serving size on this is one bottle because it's only 5 calories each bottle. All right. And then you have the nutritional facts. You have the total fats, total sodiums, total carbohydrates, protein. Then it gives you what vitamins and minerals you'll get from it. Then it has not a significant source of saturated fats, trans fats, uh, cholesterol, dietary fiber, total sugars, added sugars, calcium, iron, and potassium. Low calorie, caffeine free. Antioxidant per bottle, which is 1.3, 135. I have no idea what MCGs are or RAEs, which I guess equates to vitamin A. So basically, it tells you everything, and then on the side here, it gives you all of the ingredients. Carbonated water contains 2% or less of orange juice concentrated, natural flavors, vegetable juice for color, citric acid, green tea extract, beta carotene for color, potassium benzoate to ensure freshness, which is a preservative. All right. Gum Arabic, solar, one of those big words that you can't understand what the hell it's saying. Ester chlorofluorol, which is a vitamin D3, biotin, some other big shit, which is a vitamin B12, and vitamin B8, which they have another big word for that. So I don't know if she has all of this because I didn't look into what the hell the label looked like, nor did I give a damn because I'm not eating this shit. All right, there's somebody from the internet making a sauce and like, yeah, come buy my shit. Hold on. I got some questions. Like, she's not taking too kind to the questions, so it's like, all right, I'm not buying that shit. So, let's see. So she responded that the person she had designed the labels made a mistake. The labels was supposed to say the sauce had 444 grams in 30 servings. According to Shaw, the product was a prototype. She told people she was not selling prototypes, but did a giveaway with them before putting them on the market. We did not put a prototype on the market. We did a giveaway because people were so curious about what the pink sauce tastes like, she asserted in the video. The production of the sauce didn't start until July 1st, and any sauce people consumed before that was a prototype. The pink sauce has already been an official product since the 1st of July. We began production on the first of July. Shaw stated in her video. The main concern was if the sauce is FDA approved. The FDA website states the facility that manufacture, process, pack, or hold food intended for human consumption in the United States must register with FDA before beginning these activities. Shaw says that her business is registered with the FDA. Pink sauce is made in an FDA approved commercial facility here there in Miami. Now, the one thing I'm not showing you guys is these pictures that I have. I always forget this, but this is her with the pink sauce. All right, this is her with the pink sauce and all that other jazz and whatever. So, anyway, let's see. FDA here, there in Miami, Florida. So, Shaw said in her Shaw said in a video on YouTube and assured people that she was abiding by FDA standards. In another live video she did a couple of days after these comments, she asked people what the f what the FDA what the FDA has to do with her pink sauce. What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products. That's what she said. That's what she said for real. Now, uh, the pink sauce is not a medical product. The pink sauce doesn't contribute to your health. She argued in her live video. The statement calls the F in FDA to trend on Twitter, which many users baffled at the chef's comments. However, Shaw is not completely wrong in her argument. The FDA website does not approve all food products. The agency's website states that if you are producing a food product, there is a good chance it is regulated by the FDA. But check this out. That's not what she had to say when the FDA showed up to her doorstep. This is exactly what the hell she said. So let me get this queued up real fast so you guys can hear exactly what the fuck she said about
We
this
haven't shipped.
craziness. Hold on. So this is her, right? So the caption says, "Watch the pink sauce lady on live." Said the FDA showed up to her house. So this is exactly how she complied with the FDA.
Anything. We haven't shipped out any packages since, we have became aware of this issue. We also let our customers know that we are working expeditiously to correct any issues that we, are facing right now today for the pink sauce to be as successful as it needs to be, and also to, show the people that actually support the sauce that it is safe, and we are taking the precautions to make sure that they are not worried about their health concerns.
Got
And we fix the packaging as well.
Okay. Well, on the business card has my email address.
Yes.
Any changes you make to your label before you spend money creating something that might not be accurate yet. If you have like a draft copy, you can send it, and then I can review it with you and approve it and say, hey, you're good to go now.
Right.
And then at that time, we can also, next week, because we have a conference all for most of that first part of next week.
Okay.
After that, I'll be able to either revisit or discuss with you or call you to discuss it. I don't have contact information for you at all, though.
I will give it to you right now. You got my card? Nah, I need to get him my personal number.
So while she's just talking, right? The reason why the FDA showed up to her house is because a guy on, I don't know what social media he was on, but he faked his death. That's the video that the guy said in the video that we saw, where the dude faked his death. He has now since apologized to her, but for her to have this level of
It's cool.
this level of
it's okay.
notoriety right now, and to get this type of attention.
Thank y'all. Y'all got me help from the FDA.
For this.
I love hate because God blesses his children who have pure hearts. Thank you so much. And so I'll just email you and we'll just stay in contact through email or text or, you can't do text, only call.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if I get your email.
All right. So that was that. How do I pause that? Okay. So, that the FDA coming in and saying, "Hey, yo, hey, boo boo, we want to see what's underneath that picnic basket." And you saw, and you'll see the difference between her talking that shit online to how she was on the video with the FDA. Total, two different people. Two different people. Right? So the agency regulates all foods and food ingredients introduced into or offered for sale in interstate commerce. As conversations around the sauce grew, so did people's criticism. Many felt that she should stop making the sauce in fear of that someone would get sick or file a lawsuit. In Florida, the cottage law allows individuals to use their unlicensed home kitchens to produce for sale certain foods that present a low risk of foodborne illness. It states on their website the food included in this is loaf bread, rolls, biscuits, cakes, pastries, and cookies, candies, and confections. All right, that's not all. Honey, jams, jellies, and preserves, fruit pies and dried fruits, dry herbs, seasonings, and mixtures, homemade pasta, cereals, trail mixes, and granola, coated or uncoated nuts, vinegar, Vinegar. I learned. Look, if you guys don't know how to spell vinegar, and if you've never probably tried to spell vinegar, this is how I learned. This is how I learned it because I didn't know how to spell that shit until I was in high school. My science teacher basically broke out a bottle of vinegar and said, "Yeah, so this science experiment we gonna do today, one of the ingredients is Vinegar." We was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, Vinegar. This is what I'm using. Break the word up. Vinegar. That's how you spell it." And I was like, "Oh shit," because I didn't know how to spell that shit to save my life when I was in high school. And I'm glad that I knew it. That I found out in high school later on in life. Which, when you see certain words, like if you use words but you've never spelled them a day in your life, when you see them like on a page or spelled out, you're like, damn, that's how you spell that shit? Like, that's basically how I looked at it. Because I probably would have did the same dumb shit that she did and write Vingar. Vingar. That's not how you spell it. All right. So, vinegar and flavored vinegar, popcorn, and popcorn balls. These are everything in the Florida cottage law that you can sell without FDA approval in the state of Florida. So, but I have the only thing that I feel as though that should be regulated under the that should be taken out of the cottage law is this is wrong page. It should be cakes, pastries, and cookies because you gotta use milk with that. You don't know how old the milk was when they made those cookies. Also honey, well not honeys, but jams and jellies and preserves. You don't know how old the fruit was when they made that shit. So by you transforming those fruits and making it into something else doesn't mean that it's now a different food product. No, it's the same shit. But we gotta know how old this shit is, right? Which I believe a good like home preservative that you can use. I'm pretty sure you can boil some water with some citric acid and that'll preserve your food because people use citric acid to preserve foods. As you can see, they boil water. They put the citric acid in there, and then people who jar food, such as vegetables and stuff like that, Yeah, that's basically what you use citric acid for, is to preserve food. Now, I use citric acid too, but I use citric acid in a different way. Uh, if you don't know, If you don't know, if this is your first time listening, sometimes I bring up that I have fish tanks. I have planted fish tanks. So with the planted fish tanks, what you have to have, unless you're doing like a low budget setup, you may not need it, but depending on how the plants that you get. So some of the plants I have are fast growing plants, which they need help, which they need some sort of supplement. One of those supplements is CO2. How do you make CO2? You can make CO2 with baking soda and citric acid. Boom, homemade CO2. That's what I use to have my plants grow faster, along with the water, not the water base, but water solvent fertilizers that I use to put in the water to also help grow the plants. So boom. So if I was, you know, if I would thought thinking about making a product where there is uh that can be used for something else other than food, I could probably sell that. But then you get into issues of how are you bottling that? Because other people use other means too to for their fish tanks. Some people uh these use plastic bottles, and they take um water and potatoes, and they make their CO2 like that too. So, there's various ways you can use things for, and maybe I would do that. Maybe if I was going to sell a product, get some bottles, uh, drill some holes in them, get some what some airline tubing with some sort of uh, something to stop the CO2 from escaping from the bottle. Maybe I would do that. Use airline tubing, and boom, use another bottle that you could put water in for a bubble counter, and boom, you got CO2, a CO2 product. But that wouldn't be under the FDA approval without. I probably have to go through another entity for that. But for her to sell this sauce as is, and just packaging it up and just letting the shit go, it's like, come on, lady, like, you're not thinking about people's health. Like, this is where I believe people get things messed up. The money comes into mind first before your actual product and what it can do to someone's health and stuff like that. Like, people don't put that into consideration sometimes. So just saying, she should think about that beforehand. So to round this up, this topic up, the outline of this law is another reason people have been curious about if her product is legal and if she is working out of a facility. There have been videos of her making the sauce and packaging the bottles in her home. She continued to receive concern and backlash for not answering questions about what it tastes like from people until she decided to take on her social media and set the record straight. And which was, I believe, a dumb idea of her doing that. But this is her explaining what the sauce tastes like.
So entertaining. No raw garlic inside of the pink sauce. The pink sauce contains 0 raw garlic ingredient. I have a very extensive background in the culinary industry.
Okay, so if you have an extensive. Now, this is what gives me concerns as well. If you have an extensive background in the culinary arts, which means you probably went to school for it. If not, just, people said, girl, you can cook. Why don't you become a caterer? And you just, got an LLC and started baking shit out your kitchen or making food out your kitchen. I'm pretty sure you need FDA approval. And I'm pretty sure you went through FDA classes for that as well. One of my homegirls, she's now in Baltimore. She went to culinary school, and she's also the manager of a, what is it? I think she either cooks for the homeless or she just, I'm not sure, but I know when she does her live videos when she's teaching her class, she goes over FDA guidelines and food guidelines. One of the guidelines that she always talks about is, well, she gives an example. So shout outs to Christina if you're watching this. Christina, check me out, subscribe, all that other good shit. But Christina always talks about if you are at if you're at a barbecue, right? When the food comes off the grill, you have approximately 4 hours until that food considerably is no longer consumable. So all the people who are, because you go to a cookout, there's food that's out. Some of it isn't, doesn't have those little things that either warm food or it's not in ice to where it's chilling the food. Most of the time it's just laid out on the table and it's just sitting there, and flies are, flies are always at a fucking barbecue. So I'm pretty sure they'll be in your house too. So flies are flying all over it and shit like that. And while you're eating, you're steady shooing flies. But after the food is cooked, either at a barbecue, at like a restaurant, or that uses real ingredients, it isn't just frozen with preservatives and stuff like that. If they're using actual meat, if they're using actual real ingredients, if they're actually cooking in the restaurant, or if they're cooking in, if you're at like a rib spot, or if anywhere, you have approximately 4 hours until that food is considered bad. Now, with that being said, she's shipping these bottles out at first. I'm not sure if she's doing that now still, but when she's shipping these bottles out, right? One thing she didn't put in perspective is this: you have milk in it, which can go bad within what, hours, minutes, really. You have garlic in it, which is a strong, has a strong smell to it even when it's fresh. So just think about it when it becomes room temp. After being cut, it's room temperature. Is, well, consider where you're leaving your garlic at. If you're leaving it out like the stores have, then you should be fine or whatever. But as soon as you start cutting into it and stuff like that, that's when the clock starts ticking. So she's cutting this shit up, or she's dicing this shit up, or whatever. The sauce doesn't have a preservative in it, so it's causing not only the milk to go bad, but now the garlic and the milk mixed together in a hot truck is now accumulating not only gases, it's accumulating a smell as well. So now you got to think of this. Well, what the fuck was she thinking when she started thinking, hey, I should sell this shit? You gotta look at stuff like this, man. Like, it's very, really, you have to think about it like this. If I make this and I let this shit sit out all day, will I get sick after I eat this, or will I be fine after I eat this? That's what she should have basically put in perspective. But by her by her trying to explain herself the best way possible in this video, it is not working at all. So let's continue.
But after today,
there will be legal action taken against anyone posting false information about the pink sauce.
But you posted false information about your own pink sauce, so how can you take legal action against anybody who posts anything that you don't comply with? Doesn't make any sense.
And anyone with a platform posting false information about the pink sauce, now that I've said it on a live video, the FDA made the health department come to my home for me to find out.
You don't think that they should have? People, once again, thought about the money first and thought about everyone's health second. Bad idea. Because considerably, this is sort of what some of the companies that we buy from does. Big thing about the money first and about the health of the people second. But this is the thing. They got all the food stuff figured out first before they start thinking about the money. So after the food stuff gets worked out, all the legal shit and all of that, labeling and all that, then they're like, okay, let's put it to market, let's sell it, let's get this money. She did the opposite. She thought of the money first, and then the food and the health of the people second. Let's keep going.
That people are making false allegations and false claims against my company. Been sitting here for like 2 weeks.
Ew.
There's nothing wrong with the pink sauce. With shipping, we sat the pink sauce out for 3 days in a hot
Hold on. She said the hot what?
sun in Miami.
So you had pink sauce sitting out in the hot ass sun in Miami, and nothing happened within that bottle. I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit. She's basically telling you this.
Give me your fucking money!
So, by that, now that the FDA showing up, now she's saying this.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So, what the fuck is the reason for you doing your live if you're not going to change anything and not allow yourself to answer the questions that your consumers have for you? Although curiosity killed the cat, but this is what also happened. That cat also got got the information before it got killed. So, what are we doing here? Are you just that? Never mind.
No, it's the lining. And I have on a filter. No, it does not have milk. It has less than 2% of dry milk.
Wait, and you mix that with oil? Ugh. So okay. So if nobody had this in their house growing up, I'm pretty sure some of my black viewers did or has seen this before. If you're my age, if not older, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen powdered milk a day in y'all's lives. Now, although powdered milk, you have to add water to it, and it's very disgusting. So, we got to look at the ingredients again. Sunflower seed oil, garlic, honey, milk, and spices. So and dragon fruit. So there's 6 ingredients. So you mixed the milk and the oil, then you probably added the dragon fruit, then you probably added the honey on top of that, and then you started with the garlic and the spices. Did I name all of them? Oil mixed with milk. Then put in the dragon fruit, mixed it with the honey, and then you put the spices and the garlic. So yeah, I got all 6. So you didn't think that that was disgusting already by mixing the milk, and I'm pretty sure it clumped up unless you used the food processor. But I'm pretty sure that that shit looked nasty when she even started. So I don't know what the hell she was thinking. So let's keep going.
No, it does not have milk. It has less than 2% of dry milk. What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products. The pink sauce is not a medical product. The pink sauce don't contribute to your health. I never said that. Did I?
Lady, you didn't have to. If someone's consuming something, it is contributing to their health. Their health. If you eat too many cookies, you're gonna get a stomach ache and you're gonna start getting fat. So if food isn't contributing to your health, then I don't know what the hell is. Maybe it's the air. I don't know.
Make it make sense in the stuff that y'all saying. Like, really, like I'm gonna talk to y'all like I'm y'all mama, cause I got 2 kids. And
That's not how she was acting in that video. Now, I will say this. This was after the FDA showed up at her house. And she's touting now, well, my product doesn't need FDA approval. But people received their bottles and it was stinking and it was moldy and some of them exploded. So how the fuck did she get how this is what I'm not understanding. How did the post office accept those packages? How did they get from her house to somebody else's house? I want to know that. Because do you know how long it takes for something to get sent off? I used to have Gamefly, right? So Gamefly basically is a subscription based video game receiving uh, product, or whatever, right? So basically, you go on their website, if not their app, basically put games in your queue that you want to play, and they get sent to you, just like how Netflix used to do back in the day, right? So, which I believe not Netflix, but Xbox and Nintendo and PlayStation kind of nipped that in the butt for the simple fact that they got their own subscription-based digital services now. So I don't know how the hell GameFly is surviving. So basically, I would have something in my queue, right? Depending on if it was out or not, it, you know, I would basically have to wait for it. So if a new game was coming out, if the game came out, let's say Tuesday, I wouldn't get it until Friday, Thursday, if not Friday. So, I'll get it 2 days after. Sorry, so I'll get it Thursday. But yeah, Thursday, Friday, whatever. So I'm in a waiting game at that point, right? So I wonder how long it took these very things to get sent off, because you gotta remember, people all over the country was buying this stuff. So you're in Miami, and let's say you wanted other content creators to review your product. Well, some of your content creators mostly are based in California. Some of them, not all, some of them. So that means from Florida to California, this had to get shipped, which means this. It's either going on a is going on a truck to whatever where your mail gets sorted at. In Maryland, it's in Baltimore. So wherever your mail gets sorted at, that's where it has to go because they have to send that stuff out as well, so it can get to the right place. So if it's going from Florida to California, that means wherever the mail sorting places in Florida, it has to travel. And Florida is not a small state. So from there, so from your house to the post office to the mail sorting building, then it gets sent out to however way it gets sent out, either plane, train, or automobile, right? So let's say a few days, because okay, boom. I give you the exact example. So like I said, I have a fish tank. I have a planted fish tank. I have to use plant fertilizers that is water solvable, right? The company that I buy from is it all the way in Washington State. All the way in Washington State. It takes if I order the product on a Friday, it'll get to me either Monday morning, if not Tuesday morning. So we're talking 5 days. Yeah, talking five days, Saturday, Sunday. So we gotta factor in Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But you gotta remember on Sunday, no postal service is running. So there's a day taken out of that. So you have Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. So that's 3 to 4 days, business days, that it gets to me. So let's factor in that to her sending that stuff off. So are you telling me it's taking 3 to 4 business days for that sauce to get to somebody's house in California? Which means this. That shit will be fucking spoiled because we are in the summer months. She started production July 1st. We are now at August 6th. Which means this. Since it has milk in it, and garlic in it, and dragon fruit, which can spoil fast at that, like, what are we doing here? Like, you have 3 things in it that can spoil by the milk being activated by the oil, which is disgusting. Now the milk has a shelf life now. The garlic, after it being cut up or minced or blended, that now has a shelf life to it now. Now you also got the what else? The dragon fruit. After you cut that open, it has a shelf life to it now. Other than the shelf life of all those products from when you bought it at the grocery store, as soon as you use it, now it's on a time clock. You try eating shrimp that you cooked Monday, try eating that shit 7 days later, see if you don't get sick. I bet you'll be in the hospital. If not, talking to talking to St. Peter at the pearly gates.
Time to play. So since y'all want to act like children, I'm going to talk to y'all like y'all children. I used to work at a middle school. Hello. Hello. How are you? Good day.
She don't get it.
Y'all need to do.
All right. So one thing left on this, and then I'm done. So somebody on Twitter says this: Thong Song Evangelist. He says the pink sauce lady is now saying she is working with an attorney to get the sauce FDA regulated. She also stated she was making the sauce in her kitchen while making TikTok content, and when one hit 1 million. Let me read that over. Making TikTok content, and when one hit 1 million, I don't know what that means, but anyway, the light bulb went off, and she knew she wanted to be legitimized. She wanted to legitimize the product. So since she has a lawyer now, and she's talking about, I'm gonna start suing people if y'all keep talking crazy about my goddamn sauce. And you have this now, she's trying to get this FDA regulated. I don't see this sauce going any further anytime soon, for the simple fact that she's not transparent with the processing of this, as well as telling people what it tastes like. You can't take people's words by saying, yeah, it tastes like a sweet tangy ranch. That sounds disgusting to begin with. A sweet and tangy ranch sauce. I don't want my ranch tasting tangy. Ew. Like, what the fuck? Ew. Anyway, that's the end of this topic. I spent too long on this shit, but moving along. Rapper Mystikal has been in the news lately for being a coochie crook. Now, it states New Orleans-born rapper Mystikal hit song climbed the charts in the early 2000s, but on Monday, August 1st, the man whose real name is Michael Tyler, which he says it in a song, found himself back in jail. Although Tyler, 51, I didn't even know he was that old, grew up in New Orleans, he sometimes calls Prairieville home. So this is what the hell's going on with this foolishness. Let's get into it.
Good evening. First at 6 o'clock, Mystikal, a well-known rapper on the wrong side of the law tonight. His third rape arrest over the past 2 decades.
Woo!
Tonight, Mr.
Third? Fuck you mean third? Wow. Like, I remember him being in jail like a long time ago. He did like 6 years or something. And he said he was innocent the whole time. Now, okay, cool. There's a lot of innocent people in jail right now that didn't do crimes. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't do the crime. Who knows? No one knows, other than himself and whoever he victimized, I guess. Let's keep going.
Well, whose real name is Michael Tyler, is being held without bond at the Ascension Parish Jail. WBRZ first to break the high-profile rapper's arrest on our news app this morning, and the investigative unit first to publish the disturbing details on what landed him in jail. Here's our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto.
Michael Sylvia, a woman claims she was raped, robbed, and held against her will by a man whose fame did not provide him any favors. Tonight, Mystikal sits in the Ascension jail accused of charges that could put him away for life if he's convicted.
Oh, wow.
Michael Tyler isn't known to many by his real name. The music you just heard got him famous. His stage name, Mystikal. Tonight, a woman alleges he raped her at his home on Saturday in Prairieville, robbed her, and held her against her will.
Two individuals, they met up at his home to discuss some finances. And at some point, that conversation went very, very far left. She said that
Finances. Okay.
Seemed fine when they were initially talking. At some point, he stepped away, maybe to the restroom. He came back a completely different person. And that was when he began to come on to her.
This warrant for Mystikal's arrest details exactly what he's accused of. The woman had cuts, bruises on her arms, leg, face, mouth, and neck and hair yanked from her scalp. The warrant alleges Mystikal punched her, pulled her braids from her head, took her phone and keys to prevent her from leaving, choked her to the point she could not breathe, and forcibly raped her. The victim
Oh, wow.
alleges Mystikal verbally berated her, spit in her face, and threw rubbing alcohol on her, claiming that she had bad spirits on her, that it would help cleanse. No
What?
one came to...
Wait a minute, what? What? Rubbing alcohol? Now, he is from Louisiana. I don't think rubbing alcohol is one of the ingredients that they use when doing certain spiritual things. I'm pretty sure they use anything around anywhere to vodka, if not what's another clear liquor, or rum, or like clear if not spiced rum. From what I've seen in certain rituals, they don't use no damn rubbing alcohol. I'm just saying.
door at his home on Retreat Lane in Prairieville, but neighbors on this quiet street told me he was always cordial and waved, but he also kept to himself and was a recluse. In 2014, we caught up with him on a ride-along with deputies as they checked on convicted sex offenders, which he is.
How you doing?
At the time, he told us he knew how important these checks are, especially when sex offenders are in your neck of the woods.
I have the same fears that most parents have. You know, I don't have no offense against no, young kids and nothing like that. Don't make my offense no better. But still, protect your kids, man. Protect your kids. That's our kids are the most important thing that we have.
He also said being a sex offender had not stopped him from living.
Don't do the pity party thing, I have to participate in sex offender groups and stuff like that twice a month. It don't stop your life, man.
Despite his fame, the sheriff's office says he's not being treated any differently tonight.
He didn't show the victim any sympathy, and he doesn't get any sympathy or special treatment. So he will be in general population or will be incarcerated just like anyone else.
Mystikal has been charged twice before for rape, once in 2002, another in 2017. The first one resulted in a 6-year prison conviction and forced him to register as a sex offender. 3 weeks ago, deputies were also called to Mystikal Street after a man says a woman came to his door alleging she was beaten by the rapper. He has a bond hearing tomorrow afternoon. Michael?
I wonder if he no, that's not appropriate for YouTube, so never mind. Anyway, he was arrested and booked into the Ascension Parish Jail on several charges over the weekend. Officials said the judge is currently holding Tyler without bond. A bond hearing is scheduled for Tuesday, August the 2nd, which just passed. According to a spokesperson with the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office, the APSO. Just before midnight on Saturday, July 30th, deputies responded to a local hospital in reference to a sexual assault. Deputies responded to a report of a sexual assault victim at an area hospital late Saturday night. Once we got there, we walked to the victim, who had some very visible injuries on her body, and she was very distraught, said Donovan Jackson with the Ascension with the APSO. She talked with us. We interviewed her, and she was to be identified. Hold on. She was able to identify who the suspect was, and in this case, it was Mystikal Tyler. She pointed out. So deputies arrested Tyler at his Prairieville home Sunday, charging him with rape and domestic abuse. I should have said R word. I'm not allowed to say the R word on here. But it's not like I'm making money off this video, so it doesn't matter. Well, yet. But anyway. The victim did meet with him at his home, and there was some discussion about finances potentially. Uh, can we all agree on what those finances were talked about? Just saying. We look. Woman comes in. They talk about finances. Put it together. And not only that, said it was two people that came through. So one of them had to be the manager, and the other one had to be the employee. Just saying. So, and from there, that conversation went very far left, and it was led to the situation where he assaulted the victim, and then he did eventually force her to give him some money. So we know that he did. So we know that he did know her, and it did transpire at his home at Jackson. But after several incidents with similar charges, it might be a good indicator as to why the judge decided to hold him without bond on Monday. Tyler faced similar charges back in 2004 for sexual assaulting his hairstylist. He spent 6 years behind bars and became a registered sex offender. Fast forward to 2017, he made headlines again when a warrant was issued identifying him as a potential suspect in a sexual assault at a, a Chevier Point Casino, Chevier Casino. I guess that's how you say that. He spent 18 months in jail before those charges were dropped. Deputies added more charges to Tyler's name after conducting a search warrant on his home. Those charges included possession of several drugs and paraphernalia, including methamphetamines and heroin, which are both felonies. He is charged with first degree R word, simple robbery, domestic abuse and battery. They forgot to put the and in there. And strangulation, false imprisonment, simple criminal damage to property, possession of methamphetamines, possession of marijuana, possession of alprazolam, possession of heroin, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The investigation is ongoing. Now, another thing that I have for you guys is another video describing exactly what the hell is going on and what these charges mean.
Flipping in the last hour, rapper Mystikal will not be allowed out of jail after being arrested over the weekend. He was booked on rape, domestic abuse, and drug charges. News 2's Bess Cashley has been in the Ascension Parish courtroom all day. So, Bess, how did the judge come to this decision?
Well, Michael, it took the judge about 30 minutes to come to that decision of not having a bond for Mystikal and keeping him in jail. He says the reasons behind that decision are because of his lengthy criminal history and the fact that the victim in this case said she felt like he would do it again.
Oh, come on, man. Shoot.
Rape and false imprisonment.
Extremely disappointed that the judge decided that he needed to hold Mr. Tyler without bond.
Roy Mon has represented Mystikal, whose real name is Michael Tyler, for 2 decades. Mon also defended him in a 2002 rape case in which he pleaded guilty and served 6 years.
We felt that given the longstanding relationship between Mr. Tyler and the victim in the case, and the fact that that they have a son together for 22 years, there's never been any suggestion of domestic violence between them.
During the hearing, the Shake It Fast singer was shaking his head throughout the detective's testimony, particularly...
They ain't shit. Whoever wrote that ain't shit.
when he described the alleged rape. According to the victim's statement, Tyler became violent suddenly and irrationally during what had been an amicable meeting.
She said that he seemed fine when they were initially talking. At some point, he stepped away, maybe to the restroom. He came back a completely different person.
Know what he was doing in that restroom. Yeah.
Different kinds of drugs were found at his residence.
Hold on. Shake it fast. Ain't nothing to play.
There's no proof that he had taken any.
I'm not aware of any mental problems that Mike is dealing with. It sounds to me like they had a disagreement for sure. Whether it was related.
Hey, Roy, come on now. They had a disagreement and then some other shit happened. Come on now.
To substance use or otherwise. I have no idea.
Mr. Mon says it's too early to talk about how Mystikal might plead in this case, but there is a grand jury coming next week, according to the DA, and we'll find out if he is indicted on those charges then. Reporting live, Bess Casserly.
All right. So, Mystikal, a New Orleans raised rapper, accused of beating, R-wording, and robbing a woman during a financial dispute at his home, is in suburban Baton Rouge. Excuse me. Must await trial in the Ascension Parish Jail after a judge refused Tuesday to grant him bail. The rapper, whose name is Michael Lawrence Tyler, is accused of attacking a woman in an erratic and violent encounter Saturday night in Prairieville, during which he took her keys and held the woman against her will, and at one point prayed with her to remove her bad spirits. What the hell was going on in that house? According to an arrest warrant, Tyler, 51 of Prairieville, was booked Sunday afternoon on first-degree R-word, simple robbery, felony, domestic abuse, and battery by strangulation, and 2 other counts in Ascension. Sheriff's deputies said deputies have since added 5 drug counts after a search of his home following a 1-hour hearing Tuesday. District Judge Stephen Truro found that the seriousness of the case, the weight of the evidence against Tyler, his past criminal history, and the victim's stated fears that she might be attacked again if he were released, met the clear and convincing evidence standard to hold him without bail. Tyler's defense attorney, Roy. Hold on. How did they say this man's last name? Is Roy something? Roy. Boom. Let's do it here.
Imprisonment.
Extremely disappointed that the judge decided that he needed to hold Mr. Tyler without bond.
Roy Mon is represented.
Roy Mon. Okay, let me get to that next video. Okay, so Roy Mon Jr. had asked for a bail of $250,000 and objected to the judge's ruling afterwards, but said later it's unlikely his client will appeal based on Truro's detailed analysis. I just forgot this. We'll just say Roy. So Roy maintained his client's innocence. Tyler is a lifetime registered sex offender after his 2003 conviction for sexual assault and extortion. He has had several other arrests since the mid 1990s for marijuana possession, misdemeanor domestic violence, and first degree R word, but none has led to a conviction. In Louisiana, defendants generally have a right to bail. It is designed to ensure that people who are accused of a crime but remain innocent until proven guilty show up for court proceedings leading up to trial. But that's everywhere, though. But anyway, let's keep going. But in serious violent cases, judges can hold pretrial suspects without bail, often on the basis that those persons are a flight risk or a continuing threat to the victim or the community. In arguments, prosecutors noted that based on their analysis, Tyler had a high chance of committing another similar crime. Roy has sought unsuccessfully to point out that besides the sole plea in 2003, Tyler or Mystikal has never been convicted of another crime, hasn't missed court in any of those cases, and as a celebrity would have a hard time evading authorities were he to flee. Roy also pointed out that a sheriff's detective acknowledged in testimony Tuesday that Tyler's accuser had been in a long-standing relationship with him at least since the late 1990s. So I'm guessing that was the mother of his children that they showed. So, and he had never before been accused of attacking her. Churro wasn't convinced. The judge issued his ruling after about 30 minutes, alone in his chambers for long as in his chambers for deliberation. When he returned to the courtroom with Tyler sitting in shackles alongside his attorney, Churro ticked through the various factors, weighing for against bail, and ruled for no bail. In an interview after the hearing, who has been Tyler's attorney for more than 2 decades, said he and his client were disappointed. They believed he would get bail with perhaps some restrictions, but the judge felt Tyler would potentially do something else to the victim. Well, I'm saying, check this out, and this is in all seriousness. That if the woman that's accusing him is the mother of his kids, which they showed on the uh, the news report, we all know how this shit goes down when it comes to a baby mother and a baby father. We all know what happens. The usually, it's either the man or it's the woman. They're like, I love you, I want to be with you, or I don't want you with nobody else. And if I see you with somebody, I'm a beat their ass and whatever. Or they come over and it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's up with it? I'm only saying this because I've seen a lot of this shit happen throughout my life. So let's say that that they are still together and they are having relations with each other, then this sort of stuff would possibly happen. But not saying him R word, and I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying is that sex is going to happen if both male and female who have children together are single. It just happens. They're going to they have history together. They'll keep messing around with each other. They'll have more babies with each other. That's just what happens when you are in a relationship like that, or whatever. Anyway, so and I just don't think that's in Mr. Tyler to do that. Roy said. Tyler rose to national fame in the 90s and is best known for his 2000 hit single Shake It Fast. While Tyler no longer has a contract with a major record label, he has continued to perform and he has continued to perform. Roy said, has a weekly schedule for tour dates for the next several months, which are now canceled. So we need to contact promoters and we need to let them know that he's not going to be able and do our best to mitigate the damage from this, Roy said. Before the ruling, Ascension prosecutors had sheriff's detectives Garrett Keith testify about his investigation into the attack in R-word in Tyler's past brushes with the law. Under questioning for prosecutors Kenneth Dupati, probably, Keith explained that the woman had gone to Tyler's home around 8 p.m. Saturday to talk about his past financial commitments to her, and that the conversation seemed to go fine until he went to the bathroom and his demeanor changed markedly. Now, let's take this in consideration. Let me read that one part over again. So it says, the woman had gone to Tyler's home around 8 p.m. Big factor on Saturday to talk about his past financial commitments to her. Okay, let's put a pin in that real fast. Right? Did I not say it? I didn't. And most of the article I kind of read. Like most of the time when I'm doing these shows, I look over some of the article, and if I still have curiosities of where the article's going, I'll read the article more. This one I didn't read all the way. The one with the pink sauce I did. I had to get as enough information on it as possible. But this one is like he's been through it before, so okay, I'll wing it a little bit. But judging off of what was read, I said that already. Did I not? Look, check this out. Again, I'll do it again. The woman had gone to Tyler's home around 8 p.m. Big factor to talk about his past financial commitments to her. Another big factor. So you're going over a man's house at 8 p.m. at night, right? It's dark outside at that point, if not close to being dark. Okay, so we all know what goes on in the dark, and you're also talking to him about past financial commitments, which means what? Maybe they have a deal worked out to where his child support gets paid some sort of way, either by Venmo, Cash App, whatever, or and maybe he throws a little extra in there for her so she doesn't really have to work like that. So did I not go over that already? That maybe that it's a long-standing relationship. The judge, not the judge, but his lawyer said he's known this woman for 20 some odd years. So to me, that screams baby mama. I'm just saying that screams baby mama to me. This is why. The reason why I say that screams baby mama is because they have a history together. Number one, known each other for 20 plus years. She's going over his home at 8 p.m. If you're a girlfriend or a baby mom or something like that, hey, you're comfortable, you're familiar with this person, you'll go over their house, even probably at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, another factor, talking about past financial commitments. What does that mean? May mean child support. May mean that he agreed to paying her mortgage or rent and her bills. Or it could mean that he might be just giving her some extra money on the side, which to me screams baby mama. Looked like he lived in the house by himself. If he doesn't already have a girlfriend or whatever, which whatever. But needless to say, this is baby mama, or it could have been a hooker. Who knows? But let's keep going. So, Keith said Tyler began accusing the woman of stealing cash and repeatedly beat, choked, and pulled her hair, but also later apologized for his actions. He prayed with her and threw rubbing alcohol on her to cleanse her bad spirits before he R-worded her. I'm saying you gotta be clean. I'm fucking around. I'm not serious with that, alright? Just I'm fucking around. Keith said deputies later found some hair braids from the woman an earring and a broken nail in Tyler's home. The woman also had lots of bruises and cuts. In cross-examination of the detective, Roy sought to portray Tyler's apology and prayer session, which happened on his bed with the woman on her knees, as an indication the dispute had calmed and that the woman was no longer in fear of his client before the alleged R word occurred. R wording or R word occurred. But later, Keith told prosecutors that the woman didn't hear what Tyler had been praying about and was only praying for her safety. Keith and Roy uh, and and also went back and forth over whether and how the woman had objected to the R word. I don't know why that's a fight that you have to put yourself in, but if it allows him to go free, then I guess you have to. I guess I have no idea, but on that basis, that's crazy. But let's keep going. Where was I at? Okay. Keith maintained that the woman said she was initially too afraid to object because of Tyler's previous threats to harm her that night, but she lately clearly told him no. A later examination found wounds consistent with R word, Keith said. The woman told detectives that she later found a white crystalline substance in his home that might have been drugs. Deputies such of the search Hold on. Deputies search of the home later turned up drugs, but Keith acknowledged that deputies had no blood or other evidence suggesting Tyler had recently used narcotics. Before the hearing started, Tyler's defense attorneys had sought unsuccessful to have the hearing closed to the public due to its sensitive nature. A reporter with the advocate objected to the attempts. After a brief recess, an argument was held on the record, but out of earshot of the audience. It's not clear what Truro ruled, but the hearing went on. The hearing went on in public. I don't know how how to pivot myself into this, but I guess it has to be done. So, I have two songs of his that kind of indicates that he's into this type of activity. I'm saying I love Mystical. I had his 2000 album. If not, it came out 2001. Let's Get Ready. That had Shake It Fast, Been So Long on there. I had that album. All right. So and I downloaded a few songs from Tarantula. Other than that, I've his verse on "It Ain't My Fault" with Silk the Shocker, and his verse on uh uh Make Him Say whatever the fuck that damn song's called. I liked his verse in that too. But I've been a fan of Mystical. But we have two songs of which he's wrote that has some very shocking stuff in them. So I'm gonna read some of this stuff. I'm only gonna read the highlighted parts that I have on here highlighted. So one of his lines in Shake It Fast and one of his verses is the very first line that he has is I came here with my dick in my hand. And then he says after that, don't make me leave here with my foot in your ass, be cool. So another line he says that nastier than a full-grown German Shepherd. Motherfucker, keep stepping. All right, another part that goes together in this verse is hope this indecent proposal makes you do something with me. Fuck $1, girl. Pick up 50. Because you gotta remember, they was talking about finances and shit like that. So fuck a dollar, girl, pick up 50. Another line at the end of this verse is bend over, ho, show me what you working with. Then it gets into the chorus. So the second verse is I took from the first line again is I like a woman fire like cayenne, chocolate and bow-legged when I'm running up behind. So a little bit into the second verse he goes, and you gotta bend all the way over to dance off this. Wow. What else do I have highlighted on this song? I also have, he says in his second verse, first line again, it goes, stop your crying, heifer, I don't need all that. Wow. I got a job for you. The braided up pimp is back. So a little bit down the line here is bitch ride a dick like she making a baby. Wow. And that's all I have for that song. Those are some of the shocking words that are in these songs. Also, in his song from Tarantula, his album Tarantula, it's called Pussy Crook. I'm sorry, hey man, Pussy Crook. He shouldn't have made a song like that. But just okay. So before the song starts, is like an officer talking, and he's like, "Calling all cars, calling all cars. Be on the lookout for a pussy vandalism over a pussy bandit. Suspect is known in many states for dicking your woman over. He is dangerous. Be on the lookout." Okay, so the parts that I have highlighted in the first verse is this. He says, "I make a shy crying bitch start swimming. Take it off, put your leg up, see if I can touch the kitty. Fuck it, suck it, $200. $200. Bitch, that ain't nothing. Hurry up and buy." So in the hook is the most daring shit in the world to say in the song is, "Dick don't fail me now. I knocked that coochie lining out. If you hit it one time, you hook. They call me the pussy crook." So in the second verse, he writes, "Somebody tell me the woman complaining, talking about I'm too sexual. But leave me alone with her. Bet you I could sexta her." So a little bit down the line here is gotta give you what you hold on. Gotta give you what you came for. Wow. A little bit down the line before the last line is I cut you up when I'm climbing in you. Climbing on you, sorry. I, I I cut you up when I'm climbing on you. So the third verse goes, so you get to the hook again. So let's read the hook. Dick don't fail me now. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can do it. Well, I won't do it the way you do. I'll just try to get a rhythm with it. Dick don't fail me now. I knocked the coochie lining out. You hit it one time, you hook. They call me the pussy crook. Dick don't fail me now. Huh. I knocked the coochie lining out. That's right. If you hit it one time, you hook, and that's it. They call me the pussy crook. Give it up. What the fuck? do you hear this shit? Now, although that was a popular song back in the day, I can say back in 2004, 5, Tarantula came out. So okay, the third verse goes, "What the fuck you mean your period done? You can't give me no loving? Shit, it's time for funky fire boo hole plugging." Wow. Wow. She said, "I never done that stuff." I said, "Well, let me talk you through it. Get the KY jelly. Put a hump in your back. baby. Quit moving your leg. Get loose and relax, lady. She was acting all timid, but the next thing you know, she was humping back with me. I was all the way up in that ass. Holy shit. We was singing this shit though, y'all. Like, come on now. We was singing this shit. I was like I said, I was a teenager, man. When his Let's Get Ready came out, I was that came out 2002, 2001. I was in the 7th grade when that album came out. So yeah, 2000, like late 2000, if not mid 2000. So yeah, how old was I in the 7th grade? I turned 12 in the 7th grade. So yeah, this dude, man, holy shit! Just keep playing that part back, yo, because that shit was crazy. But that ends this part of um of this story. So he's been found guilty, so they're gonna hold him on bail. So, or he's been perceived as guilty. He hasn't yet been sentenced. So we'll see what happens within the coming months. Okay, so the next, I need a much harder beat than that. I need something hard for this. Hold on. Marcus. No, I can go with that one. Okay, so the next story is, if you guys haven't been paying attention, this bishop in New York, he goes by the name of Lamore Whitehead. So if you guys haven't seen the viral video that came out of him getting robbed at gunpoint in his church, here it goes.
Somebody else die what you about to go through. Yo. All right. All right. Yo, all right.
So as y'all see, they come in, they causing ruckus and all that. But this is my thing. Y'all see the dude in the corner here? Hold on, this guy right here. What the fuck, man? Like you just sitting there all dumbfounded and confused. So, so what's happening now? They robbed him for all his jewelry that he had on him, his wife's jewelry, as well as his parishioners, in or congregations, jewelry or whatever. Stated that he was robbed, or the church was robbed of over $400,000 worth of jewelry. Right? So they go back and they get some more and then they roll out. But then homie come back, he like, nah, yo, hold on, some more shit over here. Let me get some of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm out now. So So yeah, everybody was dumbfounded of what the fuck was going on, and homie over here,
Come on, hustle.
they
Nico,
all in a panic.
go.
Like, what the hell's going on? Call the police.
Stay.
Oh my
Stay.
gosh,
Don't move. Come here.
Jesus,
Come
praise
here.
him.
Come.
Oh my gosh,
Come.
call the
Come. Go
police.
to your mom.
Thank
Go
you,
to your
God,
mom.
praise
Go to your mom.
Jesus. Come
Go.
on now.
Go.
Come on.
Go. Just stay
The
there.
people
Okay.
got robbed basically for their shit.
Come.
All right.
Come. Come. Come
We're
on.
in a
Come
recession
on, Jalen. Just don't worry about
where,
it. Get right in my bed. Come on. It's an
from what the
exit this way.
government says, we're not in a recession, but we are in a recession. Inflation is at an all-time high right now. So it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that want to, get their money. And robbing motherfuckers is one way that they get their money. So, um, it's just crazy what the fuck's going on right now. So check this out. This is a short article because basically the video tells you everything that you need to know. So I'm gonna keep the video up.
Saw somebody.
I'm gonna keep it right there. So it says gunman burst into a church as its pastor was live streaming a service in Brooklyn on Sunday, making off with more than $100 million worth of jewelry from him and his wife, according to the New York Police Department. The thieves targeted Bishop Lamore Whitehead, who heads the leaders of Tabernacle. Hold on, I was about to say Tabernacle. The leaders of Tomorrow International Churches, and is known for his flashy display of wealth. Now, I know I didn't get a very flashy picture of him, but that suit's designer. I just want you guys to know that the suit that he has on right now is a designer suit. I'm pretty sure the tie itself is probably what's that one designer that has all those crazy ass fucking shirts? Not Louis Vuitton, but what's the other one? Not Chanel. Shit. There's Louis Vuitton. I need a list of designers. Gucci. A lot of these I've never heard before. Balenciaga, Stella McCartney, Balmain, Ferragamo, Givenchy, Dior, Fendi, Kenzo, Prada, Saint Laurent, and Alexander McQueen. I think it's Gucci. Yeah, he probably has a Gucci tie on. So, I would say probably it's a Gucci tie. Who knows? But anyway, um, it's targeted Bishop Lamore Whitehead, who leads. I said that already, for flashy displays of wealth. Right. So Whitehead also describes New York Mayor Eric Adams, the former president of the Brooklyn borough, as his mentor. Whitehead recounted the robbery in a video. In a video on Instagram, describing the moment during the morning service when he saw several armed men enter the Leaders of Tomorrow church can in the Canarsie neighborhood of Brooklyn. I think that's where my homeboys is from. They're from Canarsie. When I saw them come into the sanctuary, he's using all these big words like he knows what the fuck they mean. When they came into the sanctuary with their guns, I told everybody get down. Whitehead said I didn't. I didn't know if they wanted to shoot the church up or if they were just coming for a robbery. I was the latter. It was the latter. Sorry. Telling the value of what was taken, a spokesperson from the office of the Deputy Commissioner for Public Information told NPR that the three gunmen removed more than $1 million worth of jewelry from the victims. The thieves fled on foot before getting into a white Mercedes Benz. The wealthy robbing the wealthy. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, the spokesperson said Whitehead says he chased the men on foot, then into his car, adding that he knows they changed their clothes in the car and took off their masks. No one was hurt in the incident, police said. In his video, Whitehead said it was both a gift and a curse to become a well-known religious figure. The pastor also made headlines in May when he mediated the surrender of NYC subway shooting suspect Andrew Abdullah. At the time, Whitehead said he was connected to the suspect's family through his church, but it was the pastor's uh, ostentatious appearance wearing a Fendi suit jacket as he stepped out of a Rolls Royce at a legal aid office that drew most attention. Now check this out. We all know that pastors be stealing, but to this level that this nigga got on a what they say he got on a Fendi suit jacket and he's stepping out of a Rolls Royce. Did I not say that suit was designer? Probably all from Fendi, maybe. But let's keep going. Some of the criticism renewed after the robbery as people questioned whether the church leaders should be living in luxury. Whitehead acknowledged the high value of the stolen jewelry, saying the men had likely watched his sermons to scout their target. But he added, those are merely material things. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, why are you so flashy? He said. It's not about me being flashy, he added. It's about me purchasing what I want to purchase. It's my prerogative to purchase what I want to purchase. But what do you do? What do you do in your normal life other than being a pastor? Because simply, you have a Rolls Royce, you wear Fendi suit jackets or Fendi suits, if not probably Gucci suits. They're probably tailored to you. So, what the fuck do you do for a living? That's all people want to know. For you to be able to have this. Because, people, if you don't know, churches fall under a 501c3 and a 501c4. They are an organization. A church is. It's a non-profit organization. So where are these pastors getting all their goddamn money? Especially this guy. Where is he getting his money? That's all I want to know. Now, if I worked hard for it, I can purchase what I want to purchase. Members of his church were traumatized by the robbery, Whitehead said. He also asked anyone with information to get in touch, saying he wants to be sure the gunman can surrender safely to the police. According to his church's website, Whitehead is active in business as well as in the ministry, owning mortgage and real estate companies. I wonder how he got that. But nonetheless, people, that was what is going on with this. If you guys are still out there, you can come in and talk to me. I'll give you guys I'll give you guys 3 minutes. So within the next 3 minutes, which is on my end, it will be 9:36. If you wanted to come on and hop on, you can. If not, then we will end the show. So we will be back in 3 minutes. All right, so nobody came up, so I guess I'll end it. So we will be going over a few promotions before we leave. Again, so as per usual, people. On Fridays, I do a game stream called Mark Speaks Play. You can not only just see it here, you can see it on my other channel, Marcus Speaks Play, and you can see it on my Twitch stream at Marcus Speaks Productions. All right, so all shows come on at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on its respective day. So Marcus Speaks Play comes on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Saturdays, Marcus Speaks Live comes on at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. So, like I said, I have 2 YouTube channels. Please go and subscribe. The links are in the description box below. Don't be shy. Go ahead and follow me on both. And here's a little caveat. If you subscribe to one channel, you can subscribe to the other on that channel. Just scroll down. You'll see the subscribe button that you can subscribe to that channel. Scroll down a little bit, you'll see the other channel. You can subscribe and hit the bell icon over there as well. All right. Also, like I said, I'm on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Marcus Speaks Productions. All right. And if you ever want to come up here, hit the link. All right, hit the link to come and talk to me. But there are 3 rules you have to follow. Rule number 1 is this: you have to be on camera. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. All right. But if you don't want to be on camera to the public, but you still have to be on camera back here in the background, you can do this. Come on to the background with your camera on. There's a private chat back here. I'll have it up. Just say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'll look at the name over top of your video, and I'll let you know, okay, cool. And before you come up, I'll tell you, go ahead and turn your camera off, and then everything will be good. And then, rule number 3 is this. Please silence all background noise. I do not want to hear anything in the background. I might just boot you if you have background noise. So please find a nice secluded spot to come on and talk to me, and then we can, go ahead and talk. Whatever. But other than that, I don't want to hear any music, no cats, no dogs, your wife, your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. I want to hear none of that. Your baby's crying, none of that. All right? Nice secluded and nice quiet space in your house. And if you could, like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you're new here, and hit that bell icon to all so you can get all of my notifications once I go live, all right? So that's everything, people. I thank y'all for coming through. I thank y'all for watching, and peace out. I'll check you guys out next week. Peace out.